Yeah, man, big up. So it's Monday, April 14th, and it's what 12 past 8 in the morning, and I'm at a Petro, this big Petro in Joplin off I-44 exit 4 when you're coming in from Oklahoma, right there, just near to the border, Oklahoma and Missouri. There's that big Petro. Man, inside of that place is big. They actually have um some great stuff in there. If you have your own truck and you want to pimp it out, you need to check it out. As a matter of fact, take a look.
This is cool. Oh man. Oh damn. Whoa. Peter built. I'll buy myself one of this one day. Well, if you want to pimp out your truck, this is the place to come. Man, them have everything in here, so. Everything.
Oh, okay. You need some of that?
Yeah. How much, sir?
Pimp out your truck. You come at this Petro. Everything is here. Horns, everything, grills, everything is here. Everything is here. Yeah. If you love your truck, you got to come here. Damn. Right, to the people them have a trailer in here too. What the F? A trailer in here too. Man. There's a whole truck. There's a whole truck in here. One is a Kenworth. Pimped out. Oh boy. Yeah. Can pimp out your sleeper too. Everything is in this bitch. Okay.
Right, so my work week started yesterday, Sunday the 13th. So I have a load that me dropping off at a Dollar General in Fulton, Missouri. So I have about probably 4 hours to complete that drop off and things. So I'll be heading out on that. But there's a lot of things going on in trucking, a lot of talk across the different social media platforms about um, trucking related issues. I discussed one of the main issues briefly the other day, the thing about pay and whether it's worth it out here. And as far as I'm concerned, I rather be trucking, and the pay is much better than even working for Walmart. You know, Walmart starting pay is like, I understand, maybe from $18 up, so even sometimes less depending on your age. So, and you know, you're basically self-supervised out here. You know, you don't have people messing around. You pick up your load, you reach your drop off on time, and you drop off. Sometimes you don't have to wake up early, depending on when your load delivers. Depending on you, you know, you just need to just drop off in time. So if you feel like getting up early today and doing 10 hours, 10.5 hours drive, you can do that and take a 5 the next day. You know, it depends on you. So I rather do this. All right. So the next hot topic is immigrant drivers. You know, a lot of the big vloggers, you know, like Bonehead Trucker. You know, I watch them. I watch Mother Trucker, but this guy Bonehead Trucker, as far as what I gather, he to me doesn't want foreign drivers driving a commercial motor vehicle, a tractor trailer in the US. He wants only citizens, and he's just stopping short of saying white American citizens. That is what I'm gathering from that guy. He has a channel that is very popular. He's very well known. He says he makes fun of the dumb stuff that happens out here on the road in trucking. And when I watch that channel, you know, he mostly highlights stuff that happens to immigrant drivers. You know, it's as if white American truck drivers don't make mistakes. They don't do dumb stuff. You know, so I don't understand. You know, and a lot of the things that I see him highlight. All right, for example, serious accidents involving trucks, tractor trailers. He only highlights the ones that occur and that involve foreign truck drivers. Listen, don't get me wrong. I don't believe that somebody should come over here to the US and run afoul of their laws and so on. If you can't speak English properly and can't understand English properly, that is going to be a problem. But I think this guy is just downright, let me use a more subtle term, prejudice. You know, I won't use the term that I would really want to use. And there's this other guy, Mother Trucker. That guy to me is fear. You know, he speaks on a level road. You know, he highlights whether it's a white truck driver, whether it's a immigrant or you know, he's always level with what he reports. And so, but believe me, guys, you know, there's this bill that was put forward in Arkansas that was moving to ban non-domicile CDL holders from driving a commercial motor vehicle, a tractor trailer through or into Arkansas. You know, non-domicile CDL holders are those foreign drivers. I would imagine that that hold a CDL that's not from the US, like Canada, a Canadian CDL driver, Mexican. And funny enough, I hear him speak on it, and I don't hear him saying much about the Canada side of it, the Canada CDL. It's as if he's pointing out like Mexican drivers are some other foreign driver, you know. But somehow it is my understanding that that bill got I would say adjusted, it didn't go through based on how um the bonehead wanted it. I think it had some major adjustment, and the bill was withdrawn at one point, um, as it relates to that part, that non-domicile CDL thing. And again, this is an English-speaking country. You should be able to be proficient enough to understand, read, and write, and the English language in order to deal with the science. But the point I'm making, especially when it comes to this bonehead guy, he doesn't highlight things that white citizen truck drivers do out here. And I've seen a lot of reports about citizens, white citizens who mess up, who were involved in fatal accidents and cause the lives of many people. Several issues happened between last year and the year before. It's not only foreign truck drivers that involved in fatal accidents, but he doesn't highlight those, But shout out to Mother Trucker, who is fair, and he's level, he highlights all of it. But guys, safety is important out here, and I'm an immigrant. I can speak English properly, and I came up here. I went to a good trucking school. Shout out to Jimmy Kern, Indian River State Community College. That guy, he taught me a lot. I was a truck driver before in my country, but believe me, when I came here and I went to CDL school, I could maneuver the truck and so on as well. But there were a lot of things in the background, the pre-trips, that section, maneuvering on the road itself. Mr. Kern, Indian River State Community College, he taught me well. Guys, if you want a good trainer and you're in Florida, head to Indian River State College. Jimmy Kern runs a good program. Terry, big up yourself as well, Yeah, man. Another trainer there who has over 30 years experience, Believe me, that's a good CDL school to go to. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it, You come out here with a lot, Yeah, so shout out to IRSC. And safety is important, And when you get out here chasing down the money, it's not gonna work, And you have to be prepared to learn as you go along, Especially these roads out here, man. The US highways are the most challenging to me because there are a lot of signs, that is where a lot of stuff can go wrong when you're traversing the US highways, because you go through a lot of small towns, you come up on a lot of stop signs. They are a lot more challenging to me, So don't just come out here and want to run down the money. Gather the experience, learn the road. The money will come, The money will come. I'm trying to keep safe. I'm gathering the experience on the American road. I just reached 5 months the other day, and I'm heading on to 6 months. Hopefully, with the grace of God, I reached 6 months safely, and I can maintain and have a good enough career. I started out in trucking late. You know, I should have been in the US at least 10 years ago. I'm doing this, but I wasn't the type of person who wanted to leave my country. You know, I came here, for because I had other reasons why I came to the US. So put it that way, you know. I didn't come here because I really wanted to leave my country, but I'm here now and I'm seeing some things that I'm not fond of, and I'm almost thinking that I'm sorry that I left my country because there's a lot of stuff going on out there, that I mentioned the other day in my last video. And I'm not happy and I'm not pleased about, but I'm here, so I just have to, and I sacrifice to be here, And even when I hear that guy Bonnet trucker speaking a certain type of way, it makes me it makes me sad, that I have to be here, because I don't want to be somewhere that people don't want me, you know. But for now, I'm stuck here for the time being. But I'm doing my best, you know. I'm saving up, yeah, because if you don't want me here, I'm going to leave. Anyway, guys, we're heading down the road now to do that drop off. So as usual, follow the ride. Yeah, so I'm headed to the drop off, but can't unload until 10 p.m. tonight. Man, live unload. Mess me up. Oh, so you go. They've been giving it to me from last week. These live loads, live unloads. Anyway, I'm not complaining. It's part of the job. I have a good run after this. I'm going to pick up again in Missouri and head back to Texas. 882 miles. So I'm going to try and do that as quick and fast as I can to make up for these last hours. So guys, as usual, thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. Marcelo Ashley, I see that you subscribe, respect. I'm going to subscribe to your channel as well. And as usual, guys, if you're watching the video even for a second, just click the like button. So see you guys in the next video. Respect.